Yes, you are still watching Unleashing Your Potential with myself, Coach Toriso. It's very interesting here in the studio because we are talking about love, right? Is love enough to sustain marriage? And before the ad break, you, Mr. Machia, you were talking about male acid. That we actually, okay, let me not say much, but you allow you to actually clarify more on that.
No, look, even if we can look at it not from a biblical point of view, let's say maybe because I believe there are people who might say, but hey, nah, I don't know this God yet, even though, yes, we encourage them to say, look, you need to know this God because he is the author of this institution. And for you to be able to love right and to do right and to understand love, you need to know this God. But whoever says, how do I then understand myself as a man if maybe I'm somebody who's not inclined to the things of God? At the end of the day, you need to have a source. My source is God. My source is Christ. So if you say to a lady, remember when you say I love you to a lady, it's like you're planting a seed. It's you know, it entices. If you say, oh, I love you, you know, she might not give you a response at that particular moment, but believe me, it's a seed that you've planted. She will go home and stand in the mirror and look and say, the guy said he loves me. That will always be in her mind. It's a seed. But now, you need to understand what is the influence behind that seed that you planted. If this lady has to dismantle all her principles and boundaries and say, let me trust again, let me try love again, and she comes and say, yes, I love you too. Do you understand what you have done or what you have influenced her to do? And also when someone says, I love you too, do you understand exactly what they mean? Do you have that knowledge of them? Perhaps do they know what they mean as well? Do they know what they are submitting to? Because I believe that when a woman comes to you and say, I love you too, it means she's saying, I am submitting to the promise. I'm submitting to the seed that you have planted. So where to from here? During those olden days, you know, our elders will tell us, you know, you will chase after, I will chase after your mom, you know, and do everything that I can. And the moment she says, oh, I love you too, then you are stuck. You don't know what to say anymore. Like, okay, tomorrow. You understand that? Now, if a man has that understanding that he plants a seed, he will know that I actually bring a promise that has got a vision in it. I have to say to the lady, this is where I am taking you. Are you able to understand this vision and to walk with me all through the journey? Because sometimes if love is based on emotions, it's something that is only for now. I have no vision, I have nothing, I only saw and I like, and I thought, okay, let me rather just say I love you, but in actual fact I don't really understand what I'm talking about. And the moment you submit to that, because to you it is a promise to take you somewhere, then the guy is stuck. He doesn't know where he is taking you. Of which it is important as men, where the moment you get a response from that seed that you planted, you need to know now where to from here. And believe me, that is where many are stuck. Because after the wedding, after everything that has been done, when we are now have to face the marriage journey together, I have no idea where to lead you. And if you are a woman of purpose, you're going to be frustrated.
That's true.
Because now you need to get to a point where you say, Mona, can you elevate this marriage thing of ours to a point where really God wants us to be? But I did not understand what kind of seed I planted in you, and you are ready. This is the reason why a whole lot of our sisters are frustrated, especially those who are living a purposeful life. And when they come for counseling, you sit there and you're thinking, Mona, I don't think you knew where you were actually taking this lady, what you were promising her. And what matters the most to God is the fact that you correct the errors, or else you go back and take the steps that you are supposed to take in order to understand this journey called marriage. And if you can go back to that, then God will be able to guide you. you will be able to submit as well, because now you have a responsibility to her. She needs to know what is happening, where are we going, how are we getting there. You know, you're thinking, Maro, hey, you know, this woman now, what's on you?
And we're saying we're pushy, we're becoming strong, but then
you have a purpose as well as a lady, and your purpose is not limited to me as your husband. You are submitting to me, but your purpose is where God is taking both of us, because in marriage we come together to serve a greater purpose which God has called us. Now, if we or one of us does not understand that, that's why we always pull each other down, even as couples. You'll be surprised how many married folks are in competition with one another, because one feels this one is going somewhere, I'm not going anywhere. You know, okay, but come, no, I'm not coming there. You know, that is where the problem is. But I believe that as men, we need to take our rightful position, understanding that we are the ambassadors of love, and we need to continue to reflect the love of God in our wives and in everything that we do generally.
Wow, we need that. We need men to take back their positions, you know, because right now we're living in a society where women are strong. Women know exactly what they want. Women, they are very driven and purposefully so. So if you meet somebody who is really not... Now, the question that I'm trying to get to is how do I know that I'm married and right? Because let's say you individually, you know you are this and this. But how do I know that the person that I'm going to submit to is actually the right one for me? You know, in order for me to submit under him.
Yeah, you know, Teresa, one thing that I've learned that it's very important to pay attention to when you relate with someone, especially in relationships. Remember, while people are still dating, they are in the development stage of marriage. This is where you need to make sure that you are very intentional about getting to know each other. You are not just focused on taking each other out to nice places, taking selfie. This is an important opportunity. Even for women to start asking critical questions.
I like that.
Because your life is on the line, your future is on the line. You cannot leave it to chance. You cannot sit and assume that, you know, this is where we are going. You cannot leave it to assumptions. But women need to take charge as well and share their expectation also with their partner to say, you know what, I can see your vision. You have my buy-in here, because I understand that when we get married, we will be in partnership. We will be working together. So in terms of your vision, what questions do I have around it? It must be clear and plain from the beginning. It should not be left to chance to say, no, we'll see as we continue, when we get there. No, we sit and discuss. And Teresa, the sad thing that is happening out there is that many are focused on things that don't really build the marriage even going forward. They are focusing on temporary things, things that pass with ease. It's so amazing that during the time that people are dating, time goes by, and when they get married, they realize that, wow, I married a stranger. I actually don't even know this person that I'm married to. And it's a sad reality that we are faced with. But as women, each person needs to take responsibility of their growth, of their future and their goals. Why am I saying that, Teresa?
Can we talk more after the break as you elaborate more? They are saying that you gotta have a vision, you know, as a man you have to have a vision of where you're going, and the woman as well must have her own vision as well, because we are all differently, we have a purpose to serve together in this world, and we will see you after the break.